Hi guys, it's Laura Liberty here, and it's nearly the end of April. This year has gone so fast, but that means it's time to do another Empties video. So my last Empties video was at the end of January, and that was for the scents that I'd been warming kind of over the Christmas period. Now today I've got the scents for you that I've been warming since the end of January, and also I've got a couple of other Scentsy products that I finished as well. Now if you've been watching my Empties videos, in both of the last two videos, I think the other one was October, I've mentioned Vanilla Suede, which is such a nice fragrance. It's one that's not really seasonal. I think it's just good for any time, and that's probably why it's been cropping up through lots of different videos, because some of the scents I think are seasonal and some of the ones I've got for you today are seasonal, but Vanilla Suede is just a good anytime scent. I haven't got the container for it, but I'm just going to read to you. I've got the description out of the catalogue. So it's actually in the Scentsy Man section, and it's Vanilla Suede Classic Vanilla with rich amber and hints of sandalwood and spice, a subtly masculine fragrance, and it's lovely. I've actually got another empty, which is this hand soap, and this is in the Vanilla Suede scent as well. It's lovely in the bathroom, this hand soap as well. So I finished a bar of wax and the hand soap. This hand soap I got at Christmas, and it's there might possibly be a tiny bit left in the bottom, but not very much. So it's lasted about 3 months. We've only got one bathroom, so this is the one hand soap that we use all of the time, and I like to have people over a lot, so it's had a fair good bit of use. I've actually got a few bars of wax this time. I've got the Scentsanational wax, which is violet leaf. I've mentioned this lots of times. It's a really fresh spring fragrance. It's well, maybe not necessarily spring, but it's really floral, so it's got that freshness about it. I think it's definitely a spring summer one, and the main thing with this one is that it mixes well with other scents. So I have mixed it with My Home, which is really nice, but I've been really liking it mixed with Lotus Cove as well. Lotus Cove is in the spa section, and it's a splash of sea air, earthy lavender and water flowers anchored by rustic driftwood. I don't really get the lavender from it so much, but maybe it has got a floral undernote in there. But this one's lovely, and the weather's a bit nicer today actually than it has been, and I've been warming this one hoping for the spring to arrive. And even when it's been dull outside, if you warm this inside, it gives you that nice spring-like feeling. It's a clean scent. It's fresh and good for spring. I would recommend getting a bar of this scent trend and mixing it with, because it's really interesting to see how it pulls out different notes from certain bars of wax, and these two definitely go together. So that's one recommendation for you, Scent Trend and Lotus Cove. And these are both empties, and I've got one other empty wax, which is Mums and Marigolds. The sunny scent of summer, marigolds, rosy rhubarb, earthy cedar, and for me it's really the floraliness of it is what grabs me and why I really like it. It's that warm summer days. It's kind of like when you've had a really hot summer day and you're walking down the garden, and there's just that hum of the birds and the thick flowers, and that's what this smell is. It's a really nice one. As I say, I'm really keen on the floral ones. I really like the rose scents, really like thunderstorms, the thick heavy floral scent. The last thing on my empties is this Luna hand cream. I got this hand cream at convention, which was in August last year, so this has lasted a good 6 months, which is a long time for a hand cream, especially as I used this one a lot. When I first got it, I used it a lot for demonstration, so I was letting everybody try it. The hand cream is really nice. It's it's not greasy, it's really thick, and sometimes I paint my nails quite a lot and I get quite dry hands around the nail bed when I take the nail varnish on and off, because I do that quite a lot. So a little blob of this on the nail bed as well. It doesn't actually state anywhere on it that it's good for cuticles and things, but I found that that's really softened up around my cuticles as well, and my hands are in really nice shape at the moment, so I'm happy about that. The other thing I really like about this tube is that it's empty now. It's plastic, it's not one of those metal foil ones, because sometimes with the metal foil ones, when they're getting near the ends, you like roll the ends down to try and squeeze out as much as you can. But they crack, so you get little cracks in the metal, and then it's coming out the side, and you get all horrible congealed leftover hand cream squirting out at the sides. This one has been really easy to get every last drop out of it just by forcing it down the tube, which is great. Possibly I could now snip it open and get like the very last little bit out of the inside of it, but I've already started my next tube. I've been really enjoying the personal care line of things, and really layering up the fragrance throughout the day. It's nice that you can combine the scents that you're warming in the home with the scents that you're putting onto your body when you're going out. So this is my third Empties video that I've done now, and I really enjoyed the Empties videos because I like to see people's reactions to a product after they've finished it, and indeed if it's even good enough for them to go through and, you know, use the whole tube of a hand cream or finish a whole bar of wax. So I'd be really interested to know what your Empties have been recently as well. And if you would like to purchase any of the products, the waxes or anything that I've mentioned in the video, you can get them in the links below. Have a great week, guys. See you soon. Bye.